In summary, it is to improve allergy safety in schools, but this particular amendment marks the culmination of a long campaign in conjunction with the inspirational Helen Blythe following the tragic death of her son, Benedict, in 2021, and he was only 5. At an inquest last month, it concluded that Benedict's death was avoidable and caused by the accidental ingestion of cow's milk after his school failed to follow the processes and procedures in place to protect him. And as the Noble Lady Ramsey has outlined, almost 20% of all allergic reactions take place in schools. And sadly, we now know that not only do they not necessarily have the EpiPens, but they don't necessarily have a plan or training in place. And only putting these protective measures on a statutory footing will ensure that the adequate protections are there for those 2 children in every classroom with allergies. And Helen has worked tirelessly to establish the safety measures necessary to ensure that no child is ever lost in such a tragic and avoidable way. I also want to pay tribute to the work of Alicia Kearns, MP of the other place of Rutland and Stamford, of which I am connected. Helen Blythe is her constituent. The current government guidelines don't even mention allergies. There's only one line on food and one link to an anaphylaxis charity. So the key aim is, of course, spare EpiPens, trained staff and a proper policy. So the government would prefer any change to be by way of guidance, but that just doesn't give the guarantees necessary to be made, hence tonight's amendment. Between 1998 and 2018, 66 children died from allergic reactions. There are 680,000 pupils in England schools who have allergies. That's 1 or 2 per classroom, according to Benedict Blythe's Foundation, the REACT report of March 2024. And at a time when the Department for Education is rightly focused on the attendance crisis, children miss 500,000 days of education due to allergy each year. So these adrenaline auto-injections are lifesavers, and the Benedict Blythe Foundation estimates it would only cost £5 million for the rollout in English schools, plus the training. And I remember a similar campaign to put defibrillators into every school. And that was done, so why not put these EpiPens and a proper training and policy in place? So I do welcome the department's engagement at this time, but the time for action is really now.